WNBA player who gave Caitlin Clark a black eye with fingernail explains what happened. I didn't know. Connecticut Sun guard Dejanai Carrington stuck her long fingernail near Caitlin Clark's eye during the Suns' 93-69 win over the Indiana Fever Sunday in the WNBA playoffs. Carrington struck Clark while trying to buck a pass from Clark in the first quarter. Slow-motion footage showed Carrington bending her hand while coming down from the block attempt, pointing her nails in Clark's face. No foul was called on the play. Carrington denied intentionally trying to give Clark a black eye while talking to reporters Tuesday. "I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye," Carrington said. "That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through, and I hit her. So obviously, it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am." Later on in the game, Carrington was seen laughing with Sun teammate Marina Mabrey. Carrington said they were not laughing about giving Clark the black eye. "I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened," Carrington said. Clark agreed she didn't believe Carrington purposely hit her in the eye while talking to reporters Tuesday. "It wasn't intentional by any means. You just watched the play. It wasn't intentional," Clark said. Carrington has a history of antagonizing Clark and her fans in the past. During a game in June, Carrington fouled Clark after Clark received an inbound pass from teammate Christy Wallace. Clark caught the pass and started toward the basket. Carrington was late getting to Clark due to a screen by Leah Boston, and she bumped Clark. Carrington didn't like the call and thought Clark exaggerated the foul and started mocking the Fever rookie, eliciting a barrage of boos from her own home crowd while making the gesture. After the game, Carrington wrote a hostile message on X that said, "But I'm a racist, jealous, monkey hetino. It needs to go back to Africa when I do it, huh? Pluses. Like I said, this is basketball." Carrington then responded to a random X user who wrote, "If races were reversed, Carrington would be ejected." The WNBA player wrote BFR, beefing, for real, Paul. Later that month, Carrington made another post on X saying Clark should do more to speak out about people using her name for racism and other forms of prejudice. Told, "How one cannot be bothered by their name being used to justify racism, bigotry, misogyny, xenophobia, homophobia, and the intersectionalities of them all is nuts," Carrington wrote. "We all see this and we all have a platform. We all have a voice and they all hold weight. Silence is a luxury." On August 28, after the Fever defeated the Sun 84-80 in Indiana, Carrington posted on X criticizing the Indiana fans. "The Indiana Fever have the nastiest fans in the WU," Carrington wrote. Carrington's eye-poking was the latest controversial physical incident involving Clark and WNBA opponents this year. Chicago Sky player Diamond Dishields sent Clark flying across the floor for a foul that was later upgraded to a flagrant foul August 30. After the game, Dishields posted a screenshot of her notifications list on Instagram, which included a string of hateful comments. Clark took an infamous illegal hip check from Sky forward Chennedy Carter June 1. Carter refused to answer questions about the incident at a post-game press conference, but used her social media to criticize Clark. Angel Reese, a Sky rookie and Clark's longtime college rival, struck Clark in the head with her arm while trying to buck a pass during a game June 16. Reese has said Clark's fans have leveled racist attacks against her and even sent explicit AI images of her. Former NBA All-Star Joakim Noah suggested the Fever look to address the issue by signing a player who can dish punishment back at opponents who are too physical with Clark. "If I was the owner of the Indiana Fever, I would get a real enforcer in there to protect her," Noah told Fox News Digital earlier this month. "Sometimes I feel like she is getting hit because she is a very talented person. But at the end of the day, we're in the business of winning games. So if I'm the owner of the Indiana Fever, I'm getting a real enforcer in there." The Fever and Sun meet for Game 2 of their 3-game opening round playoff series Wednesday, and Clark and company are one loss away from their season ending. "We can win," Clark said. It's not anything about the building. It's not about the gym. It's not about the hoops. I have all the confidence in the world in this team, and everybody in the locker room does. And I know we'll be a lot better on Wednesday.